Welcome back, Fit Chicks and Fit Beauties. Here we are with Vlogmas episode 6.
Drop the roof and let the smoke clear. I got diamonds doing pussy slides in both ears. Dice rolling on the Las Vegas strip tonight. Slip that on and we might miss the fight. Fuck the night, I keep the wallet in my shorty bag. You know she wants mine when she tattoo that ass. I'm a lover boy, she got her toys. Keep it coming, you a rider. Just that roll myself a day and count my figure shit.
Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, The Done Elizabeth. And today's topic is a topic that's well overdue. I should have dropped this before Thanksgiving, but better late than never. Today I'm going to be giving y'all 5 tips, like 5 of my personal tips to help you stay on track and still make progress throughout the holidays. We can all agree that the holidays are the toughest times because around this time, most people are thinking, I'll just start in January. And if you are a person that's thinking like that, I'm here to tell you, do not wait until January. I'm not saying that starting in January is a bad thing, but I feel like if you start now with just learning how to create a routine, a consistent routine in the midst of all the holiday functions, the family functions, the good food, the good drinks, then you can mentally learn how to find balance when it comes time for January. So last year around this time, I actually did so well. I shocked myself at how well I did throughout the holidays. And these are just the 5 tips that I kept in mind to keep me going and keep me on track and still making progress. So around this time, do not strive to be perfect. Like, that's one thing. Do not strive to be perfect. Like, come January, you could just strive to be like super duper on track, but around this time you have so many holiday events. The goal is to literally just do the best that you can. The best, whatever your best is, that's what I need you to bring to the table when it's time for the holidays. So I'm not gonna make this video super long, so let's get right into it. My first tip is giving yourself permission to enjoy the food. And I feel like when we do not give ourselves that permission, that's how we get into overeating, into binge eating, to emotional eating. It is the holiday time. Your grandma cooking her best dishes. Your mama throwing down in the kitchen. You going to holiday functions and you want to enjoy yourself. So the first thing that needs to be in your mind is, I'm going to give myself permission to enjoy what I love, to enjoy the food that I want to indulge in. Because when you go in thinking like, oh no, I'm not gonna eat this because it's not good for me, or oh no, I'm not gonna eat this because it's not gonna fit in my macros, the moment that you eat it, then you already thinking, you already feeling that guilt. You already thinking like, dang, I already messed up. So sometimes what tends to happen is that you keep eating to make yourself feel better, but then in the end you really do not feel better. Sometimes we have to sit back and realize that, like, how it would feel to just say, okay, done, you can have this cookie, versus constantly telling yourself you can't have it, and then when you have one end up turning into 5 because mentally you told yourself you couldn't have it. I always like to give this analogy. It's kind of like when you're growing up and you really like this boy, but everybody around you don't like that boy, and they tell you not to talk to him, and it just makes you want to talk to him even more, because sometimes we really want what we tell ourselves that we can't have or that we shouldn't have. So that's the type of mindset I like to have when it comes to the holidays, like giving yourself permission to enjoy the food. Like, if your grandma make her famous chocolate cake or her good bread pudding, if you want that chocolate cake and you want that bread pudding, eat it. You're gonna feel 10 times as better just enjoying it and loving the experience of eating it, versus constantly keep telling yourself like, nah, you don't need to be eating that, like, nah, you don't need to be eating that. It just takes the fun and the joy out of enjoying the holidays. Because I don't know about y'all, but for me, I love the holidays because of the food, the conversations, the drinks. I love it. I love all of it, and I do not want to miss out on the joy and the fun just by thinking about that I'm messing up my progress, because progress can still be made while enjoying foods that you love. Tip number 2 is going to be stay active. So I always like to tell people, if you have a workout routine in place, or even if you haven't started getting active yet, this is the time for you to get active. This could be as simple as going for a walk. Like, keep your activity level up as much as possible, even if it's a 20 to 30 minute walk a day. Just keeping yourself active mentally keeps you in a mind of staying on track. It's not just about like, oh, I don't want y'all to have that mindset of, oh, I need to go work out to work this food off. Working out should not be a punishment of what you ate, but just literally enjoying what your body can do. Don't work out because you feel like you're supposed to. Work out because your body allows you to. Because if you have a nice healthy body that allows you to work out, so just staying active will be so much helpful, because for me, it mentally helps me stay on track. As long as I have a routine in place, I'm able to keep it going, keep it flowing. Even in the midst of all the holiday foods, I'm able to keep that routine going. Once you have a routine in place, no matter if your nutrition is not at 100%, you still have a base to return to after a holiday meal or after a day of eating whatever you love. So that's why I always recommend that people stay active throughout the holidays. Like, check in, do your workouts, go for walks. This is the best time to start being active, just because of the benefits of working out. Working out helps you relieve stress, it helps you relieve anxiety, it keeps your blood flowing, it releases those feel good hormones. You just be feeling alive, especially around this time, because I know that seasonal anxiety, seasonal depression is a thing. So once you go into the gym and put that physical stress on your body, it sometimes relieve that mental stress. Just having that routine in place will help you thrive even more come January, because you have set a routine in the midst of all these holiday functions. So then when the holiday functions die down and maybe you just have like a birthday dinner or a birthday party, you're able to easily enjoy yourself at that function and still revert back to your routine when it's over. Tip number 3 is going to be drink water. Drink your water. I know for me, sometimes when I'm out and about, it's really hard to drink water as much as I would if I would be at home. I try to aim to drink a gallon of water a day. So if I'm out and about, I ain't gonna be carrying around my big old gallon. So one mental note that I like to keep to myself: after every alcoholic drink, I like to drink a glass of water, just to make sure that I'm staying hydrated, because when you're drinking a lot of alcohol, you can become hydrated. Have you ever went out somewhere and noticed that you got on the scale the next day and you went up like 5-6 pounds? It's literally just water weight. So making sure you drink that water will help you stay hydrated, to make sure you flush all that sodium, because when you eating out, you eating foods that are high in sodium. They probably cooking with stuff that you don't usually cook with. So it's only normal that your body responds to that by fluctuating, water fluctuations. So keeping your body hydrated, making sure you're drinking enough water. Always aim to drink almost to a gallon of water, and sometimes you can even go over that amount, just to keep your body extra hydrated throughout the holidays. Because I know me, I love me a margarita, and I know alcohol definitely dehydrates me. So I like to keep my water at an all-time high when I know I'm going to a function where I'm going to be drinking, because I just like to stay hydrated. So use that too. Like when you know you're about to get out and be outside turning it up, make sure you drink your water. Have your bottled water on hand. Tip number 4 is ultimately finding a healthy balance that works for you. And this is a bit difficult, but I feel like this is what brings out the beauty of the journey, because this will allow you to learn yourself more. I know for me, I try not to have 2 days back to back untracked. Well, let me not say really like the whole day untracked, but like 2 days where I know I'm just like eating whatever. That's what works for me. Like to just have myself at a way where I say, okay, I ain't gonna do 2 days in a row of just doing whatever. And another thing I like to do is, if I know I'm gonna go out and enjoy myself, I like to make sure that all the meals that I eat before I go out are high in protein. I'm aiming to hit my protein goal right on the nail, and just making sure those meals are tracked, just to give myself some type of accountability. So it's not like I'm saying I'm not gonna eat, I'm gonna starve up until it's time for me to go out, because I've done that before and I got to the function and ate up everything. I probably would have ate your food, my mama food, and my daddy food. So I've tried that doesn't work. And sometimes if you go, I always like to eat before I go to a function, so that way you don't go to the function super duper hungry, because then that will lead to you eating up everything. Trust me, I know, because I did it for a long time till I realized, okay, done, this not working for you. So finding a healthy balance that works for you. So if you tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna eat smaller meals throughout the day, but I'm not gonna go to the function starving, just to give myself some type of accountability and making sure those smaller meals are tracked, that can also help you create a healthy balance, like making sure that you holding yourself accountable in some type of form or fashion before you head to those events. And then so when you get to the events, you able to enjoy yourself, and then when the next day comes, you able to get back on your normal routine. That's what a healthy balance looks like for me. So take some time to figure out what that healthy balance looks like for you. And it takes a couple of trial and error. So that's why I say starting now throughout the holidays is the best plan to get you started with learning your balance. If you can learn how to create a routine and stay on track throughout the holidays, when the holidays down and it's just a couple of birthday parties or a little outings, baby, do you know how much progress you can make? Let me tell you. Alright, so the last thing but not least, which is a given, is tip number 5, is getting right back on track. So when Christmas Eve come, I know we having a big old Christmas Eve party, and on Christmas Day, I know my grandma gonna throw down in the kitchen. So those 2 days, I'm gonna eat what I love. But then come the day after Christmas, I will try my best to get right back on track. Making sure that I'm going into my fitness pal, logging my meals. I'm going to hydrate. That's the first thing I do. Making sure I still hit my gallon of water, aim for my protein, and then just get back to my normal routine. Usually on holidays, I always work out just because it makes me feel so much better. Like, I work out because it literally, y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's like a stress reliever. If I go work out, my day is 10 times as better, unless I'm just really in my head and that the workout just don't work. But off the rip, if I go work out, it literally makes me feel so much better. So most days before the holidays, I like to go to the gym, or you could go for a nice walk just to get yourself relaxed, get yourself stress-free, free any type of mental stresses that you have on your mind, and just get ready to start your day and to enjoy family. Like, enjoy the time, the holidays. The holidays is where you cherish the moments, create memories. So the last thing that we need is to be stressed out about food and your body. Like, know that it's normal that your weight will fluctuate after you enjoy these foods, and a lot of times it's just come down to educating yourself on your body. When you eat a lot of stuff that you're not used to eating, or you eat in excess, you will see some fluctuations. But the moment that you get back on track, your body will fall right back into place. So once again, having that routine in place, staying active, staying hydrated, and allowing yourself to enjoy yourself. Like, you have to give yourself permission. Finding that healthy balance. So going through trial and error, I literally have an event every weekend in December. So learning how to create some type of routine around those things ultimately helps me stay on track year round. If I can thrive through the holidays, I could thrive through January, I could thrive through February, March, April, May, anything, when birthdays come, when trips come, when vacations come, because I always have a routine in place so that once it dies down, I have a way to get back on track. So, I hope this video was helpful. Tomorrow I'll be doing a try-on haul, another try-on haul. The Black Friday orders are rolling in, so I hope y'all ready to see that. And then we will also have a giveaway tomorrow, so make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for another giveaway. And with that being said, y'all already know the drill. Come back and message your girl. Peace out.